month number 5 of building our dream home number 2. I have been in Germany for just over 1 week. So are you interested to see how much can get done in 1 week without me here constantly filming every day?
Did you know?
Well, it turns out when it comes to framing, a lot can get done. This that I just walked through right here behind me, this is going to be our sliding door right here. Look how wide this is. First they put up all the studs in the walls, and then they're putting on the drywall right here. And they had to do some things structurally because we have 14-foot restriction on the roof, but we have 11-foot tall ceilings in certain places, like inside of here in the living room. And then in a couple of days, we should be getting the trusses, which are the big wooden beams that go along the roof. And then we can get rid of all these little 2x4s or 2x6s that are all over the place that are holding this up. The first thing that we need to show you is the entryway, which there will be a gate that is somewhere around here blocking this area. This is gonna be like our little secret garden, patio area, something.
Courtyard, it's a courtyard.
And we're going to have a hole in the roof.
What I love about framing is that all of a sudden spaces that seemed really small before completely open up. Because when I look at the rest of the house, it feels super like short and a little stubby. But then I see this and I'm like, oh, okay, we're good. It's gonna have some height to it. It feels so much larger and it makes me more excited about it. It basically is the same size as our entire living room, dining room, kitchen area. It's gonna be really beautiful. So the thought behind this courtyard also was that we could have not only a beautiful, peaceful place inside here, but we also have views from each of these ginormous windows. So this is gonna be Dan's studio. Huge window, fantastic space. It feels really nice. And over here we have the piano room, which is my favorite room because I like to sit in here, like do my work in here. The window is ginormous.
I mean, look at that. That's a window. The windows are an entire video of themselves, I feel like. It's really interesting how we got them, the company that we got them from, where they manufacture them, and how long it takes to get here. Metal, glass, oh, I can't tell you too much about it, but we can unveil the opening now for the front door. Now, when you look at this, you're gonna look at it and go,
wow, that's big.
right here, we're gonna put some cool graphics on screen because my editor, Jason, is amazing. That is a 17-foot wide space. Look at that.
It's all glass and it's paneled, so there's grids throughout. So it really does look like a window wall, right?
When you walk through the front door, you walk straight through to a ginormous window. This, it looks like it's about 17 feet also, like it mirrors it. So on this side, you have beautiful views. You can watch the sunset out there. And on this side, you have our courtyard, which we still are going to figure out how it's going to look in there. Like, will we have a water feature? Will we have a bench to sit? What are we gonna have that pokes out of the top of the hole? I don't know what it's gonna fully look like. We're trying to make a better house than what we built last time in a lot of ways. Like, take what you learned and move it into the new house. Even normal people, I think, wouldn't like the idea of having people walking up to their front door and having a glass front door or glass windows right there, and they look right into your living room. Even more so when we are YouTubers and we're showing you our house, and we love you guys and we love talking to you, but when we're at our house, sometimes we like to have some privacy. This is going to give us that. This is a metal beam. When we did the foundation, I think I have a shot of that. We dug deeper here than any other place. And some of the footings are deeper than others. Look at this one. That one's really deep. I think we actually have a steel beam going in somewhere around here because we had to go deep, put these metal things in there, have more concrete because this is a structural beam. This looks like some skyscraper in New York City where the dudes hang out on top of that. The reason why we have the beam is because structurally, if we just used wood in this spot right here, we would have to use so much wood that we'd probably have to bring the ceiling down a little bit. And so the engineer said, you can't structurally keep this house up unless you spend money and put the metal beam in here or lower the ceilings. Leslie does like high ceilings. I like high ceilings too. It looks nice and grand, and it's something that anytime anybody came into our old house, they would go, wow, that these ceilings were so high and that the space was so big. Yeah, we had to pay a little extra for a little New York City style skyscraper metal beam. I'm proud of my metal beam. It's what's inside of our house, and it's structurally strong. I know I'm really excited about my big, strong metal beam, but I think we should stop talking about it and show you one of the most important things inside of a house. The main bedroom, one of the best rooms in the house. It has to be.
This is Dan and I might be living here by ourselves here soon, so we really wanted to.
Soon? How soon are you talking?
Well, Lincoln's gone almost. Claire will be gone in less than 2 years, and London will be gone in like 3 years.
Yeah, that is kind of soon. This room is one of the most important rooms, like Leslie said earlier. So we wanted to make it special, and we came up with the idea of doing a fireplace here.
We live in the desert. We recognize that.
It gets cold in the desert. It really does. It gets cold.
Fireplaces are beautiful, even if it doesn't get cold.
But the other thing is, about a month ago, we came up with the idea that maybe we don't need a fireplace because Leslie was shopping and she found some potential furniture that could go there. So why wouldn't we want a beautiful fireplace inside of the bedroom here?
Fireplace is beautiful, but the situation is once you start adding everything up, the fireplace is about $5,000. Then you have the surround of like, are you doing precast? Are you doing marble? That's another $4,000. Then you have the chimney cap, which is at least $3,000 to $4,000. And by that point, you also, if we're gonna put stone on the back of it, that's an additional like $3,000. I'm very frugal. I like to make things beautiful, but I also like to be cost effective. So that's why I'm kind of debating right now. The alternative is there's a designer that has a gorgeous sideboard piece of furniture right here, about this tall, and then Dan really wants a TV.
I'm pushing 50, everybody. I might want to just lay in bed and watch TV.
That's kind of what we're debating. What do you guys think? Is it worth spending $13,000 on a fireplace, or should we stick with a beautiful piece of furniture and do a TV above?
So that's it, yeah. Nice view right there. And then we've got a window. You say you're in bed and you look out, you've got a window right here for some natural light, a window right here for some natural light. And then over here, big old bathroom and closet, which right around the corner from the master bedroom, you have this door that's gonna go out and go to this little happy area that we will cover later, but this is gonna be a little secret spot. Bed would go right there. Why do we have water things running in here? Are we doing a sink inside of here?
I don't know what that is, actually.
I mean, there's a pantry with a sink on the other side.
It's the pantry, but that should be on that side though, right? Jonathan is gonna be like, I did it right. You guys stop questioning my work.
We've got plumbing in our bedroom.
What?
I think they missed a little bit.
The sink goes right here.
Yeah, the sink's there.
Thank goodness we're doing this video right now. Thank you guys.
Let's just put the sink next to our bed.
Yeah, right.
Sink right there, then the bed, and then...
Art,
Okay, art, yep. So things that we learned from that bedroom. One, we don't know if we're gonna do a fireplace or not, but it's already kind of framed. And two, why do we have the plumbing in our bedroom? Oh, what is it? Shoot, let me think about this. Day 15, we now have the last pieces of wood that we need for our house, which are specifically engineered and designed only for the roof on our house. It takes a lot of work in order for you to get the proper trusses for your home. And it's kind of interesting, they make these trusses off-site at a truss company, and they have this giant crane. This thing is massive, it barely fits on our property. Oh, what the heck? Where did that drone just come from? Whose drone is that? There it goes. Don't hit the cable, that's not my drone. Oh, there it goes. And they get every piece one by one and put them where they need to go. And then once they finish the whole house, they come back through and make sure they have all the right brackets in the right places so that your house is stable. I know a lot of people from Europe are confused when they see the way that we make houses, and they're like, you just have a wood house, it's just, the thing's just gonna blow over. But when you frame the house with this 2x6 wood right here in the proper way with the metal brackets that are coming up from the foundation, and then you put the trusses on there that are totally designed. We have a metal beam, and all together the whole thing becomes incredibly sturdy, and it is a very strong house. So once this is done, our roof is actually pretty simple because it's basically just this rubber membrane thing. It's gonna be a lot faster than like a regular tile roof where you have to put the tiles on, wait for them to sit and all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on today. Walk around on top of the trusses. I don't know how they're so comfortable. I guess they're professionals. Look at this drone. It's spying on us now. This is not my drone. This is not me.
You should have thought of
All right, so that's it. Oh, whoa. Ooh. Exciting times. Right now it is day 21 of the home build of, I think, month 5. Maybe this is month 6. I think it's still 5. We had a holiday. It was the 4th of July yesterday. So the guys are out here still working the day after the 4th of July, but they've got trusses all over the garage. Look at this. And they're doing them in the living room. But today I'm doing something interesting. Do you see all these rocks? We have tons of stones up here in our neighborhood. And this is where scorpions like to live. This is where they like to hide. And while they've been doing all of the explosions and all of the digging and all of the creations of these retaining walls and of these lots up here, the scorpions have had to find new homes. So look at this. we have our pest control guy spraying the house right now. He's gonna come back every month and spray this house. Now it's going to take out cockroaches, scorpions, all of those things. So I'm kind of understanding at this point that we're probably going to have scorpions at this house. But I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure that we have the lowest likelihood of getting them. This is the master bedroom right here, and we have all of the trusses that are over the top. We also have it over the closet and the master bathroom. And then we walk down this hallway, we've got trusses. Let's see, over here, do we have trusses? Yes, we've got them over this. We've got them over these rooms. We don't have them over the piano room yet. It looks really good coming out here by the deck. This is all gonna be covered out here, outdoor space. We're thinking about possibly putting in like an outdoor kitchen right over here in this area. The kitchen does not have anything covered yet. We still have this space to do, but these guys are up here. Like, this job seems so scary. That is really tall right now. He's on top of the metal beam.
We now return to scorpion hunters.
We have 2 flashlights here. This is a super bright one, and this, I don't know if we can do that on the camera. This is a black light, and this is for seeing how dirty your hotel bed sheets are, or to check if currency is legit, or, oh, look at my tooth. It's fake tooth in the front, so it turns out to be weird, see? But the most important purpose for the black light is right here. Just look right here. Right there, you can just see how that paint back there. So we are going to see if there's any scorpions here on our property. Oh, I see colors up there. See how bright that is right there? That's what scorpions should look like. Right there, how bright that is. That just looks like a regular rock. Yes, I love it. I'm not seeing any yet. Even if the spray worked today, we would see dead ones. There's a bottle in there. All right, we are in the house now, on the hunt. We have the trusses up here. There's my metal beam. I sure love that beam right there.
If you love metal beam so much, why don't you marry it?
There's a scorpion right there. Claire, shine the bright light on it. Watch this, look at that. It blends in so well, my goodness. That is so difficult to see. Whoa. One of the things the pest guy did tell me today is that the Arizona bark scorpions, there's a lot of those here, and a lot of it's from the actual palm trees. For example, our neighbors, they have them right there. They're already in it when they get shipped here and put in here. Oh, he's not dead. We just happened to walk up on a neighbor that's just scorpion spray, one after another.
I don't usually come this far.
Oh, how many do you think you've killed over the years?
I can usually get at least a dozen a night.
And he says he comes out here like almost every night. He even has a bug company that comes and sprays their house. And he said his neighbors don't spray hardly ever. Like, I don't think at all.
We occasionally get one in the house. These block walls got just enough gaps in them. They can crawl in there and hide.
There's so many. Claire, are you seeing this? Wow. Okay, there you go. So for any of those of you that are like, oh, take that, buddy. You're being over the top weirdo by spraying your house. It's a lot easier to stop you from ever having scorpions than to actually get rid of them. Oh, nope. There it goes. Because they can sit dormant for I think 8 or 9 months without eating and just hang out under your couch. I'd say this is a success. Hopefully you see that scorpions are no joke and I'm not that crazy for spraying today. Vindicated. That's what I feel like. Earlier, I felt ashamed. And now I feel vindicated. Thank you, random neighbor. He's my friend now. So here's the deal. I've been in Scotland for 30 days, not for 30 days.
You haven't.
I've been in Scotland for 11 days. That's still a very long time. And so it'll be interesting to see how much stuff has been done. At the end of month 4, what did we have?
No clue. Oh, it was concrete. It was a lot of concrete, remember?
Month 4, we didn't have any framing done. It was just
that's
concrete.
right.
That's it.
This is a big month then.
While I was gone for 11 days, why didn't you ever go look at the house?
I don't know. I like going with you. And
She didn't go
so
one time.
hot. What? Did you know?
We have windows.
Okay, that made me tear up. I don't know why. I don't know why. Where'd the windows come from? Why didn't you tell me? Let's go look at the windows.
Let's go look at the windows.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. This like feels like a home finally. Like the windows make all the difference.
And then look at this. The courtyard actually has shade inside of it right now.
We're gonna have a good amount of shade.
Yeah.
This will be fantastic.
This is big. Considering that we just had concrete here, we have the metal beam, which we've showed you throughout. And then we have all of these windows. Not all of them are done. You can tell they're still working on this.
I did not realize it it went all the way to the floor. That's huge.
This will be a door right here, and then this will all just be windows that are all sealed together. We have a fireplace that's framed now. Did you see that?
Why is it so tall?
It's taller than you. You could step in the fireplace. Oh, the piano room. Yeah, go in there.
Get to imagine, so like the piano's gonna be right here, the cello right there, my little sitting area.
Those windows don't look as big on camera as they really are. Look how big that is. I'm really happy with these windows. This is something that we learned from the last house, and that's what we want to share with you guys. And we're probably going to do an entire video of all of the things that we learned that we did wrong in the last house, that we did right in this house. And this is one of them. These are windows that actually came from China. They're from a company called Hvac. We used a different window company for the last ones. We had dirt that would leak through. In the winter, the cold air would come through really easily. In the summer, the hot air would come through easily. These were actually a lot less expensive, but yet they are much higher quality. The reason why I knock on them is because I'm looking at the dual pane glass that's there. It is really, really thick, so that hopefully our energy bill doesn't get that crazy. Now, this is a really big window. And then you look over here, we have really big windows also. I know in the comments you're gonna say, well, if you want to keep your house cool and save your energy bill, don't get such big windows. But at least we have commercial grade windows that are high quality, that I think are really good looking. We did the best we could to have it so they are very efficient. We were going to get a door from a different company, kind of like we did last time, like getting a metal door, and we had set aside budget money for that front door. But then once we started going through everything with the Hvac rep, they were like, we can do metal doors, basically, glass doors, metal doors. There's my pitch. There's something that we learned from this house. Spend the money, do the research, get yourself windows and doors that are going to be efficient for your home, and they're just beautiful. Not sponsored, they did not pay us to mention this, but they did give us a code that if anybody's interested in getting their windows, we'll put it down in the description, because I really like these windows.
Well, we decided the fireplace, because remember last time we told them we don't know.
That's true. Okay, what was your rationale on choosing the fireplace?
It makes it feel really nice in here. It just makes it feel special, and I wanted it.
I love the way that it looks with the windows. There's one side window there, one side window there, and then a fireplace in the middle. It just really has some good symmetry inside of this room. And then this big window that looks out.
It'll be a similar setup. We'll have a couch right here, and a little table, and a lamp.
And then this, I really like the windows out there. I know we just look out to rocks, but we are hoping to do some sort of little private area out there. We've got the rocks and the wall, there'll be a taller wall there. It's gonna be really pretty.
And we'll have a similar shower setup as we had last time. So this is how tall it'll be. That's a good height.
Okay, another thing. That looks like a sign of an HVAC system going in. Oh yeah, they are. They're putting inside of the rooms each one of the little connectors. What else do we have for HVAC? Yeah, there's some vents right there. Oh, here we go. Now they're running the tubes through. This is great. That's big, that's nice. Oh wow. This is going to be one of the trickiest parts, are these tubes right here. We have to make sure that they can go through the house and fit through this tiny space that we have up here in the attic. But they seem to think that it's gonna be okay and that we can make it go through. God, it's like insulated, it's smart. And then it comes over to here, and this is where the actual air conditioning units I think are gonna go, right out there. And then they're starting to run and snake these tubes through the attic. We have a house. It looks like a house. Windows, walls, roof, and we've got HVAC that is coming. All of this stuff, this has been a very, very good month. Like, you can actually see a ton of the progress. By the end of month 6, if we can get all of the HVAC done, electrical mostly done, and plumbing, a lot of the plumbing done, and the doors done, that's a massive month. Our deadline for this is Valentine's Day 2025. But after seeing what happened in month 5, I am definitely feeling optimistic. We have tons of daylight. These guys can work from super early in the morning till super late at night. The more that we can get done now, the more likely we're gonna get in Valentine's Day. This area is going to be phenomenal. I love it, I love the yard. All right, Leslie, your house is coming together. It's starting to look real, and I think it's looking beautiful.
It is, it's looking really good. And once we start like figuring out landscaping and all that great stuff, it's gonna be even better.
All right, stay tuned for month 6. We've got a lot of things that I didn't even mention that are gonna happen in month 6. Whew, good job, progress. And look at that view. And when I say drywall, I mean plywood. Leslie is smart, and she's my editor. She's like, hey, you called this drywall. This is actually plywood. Thank you in the comments for pointing it out before I corrected it. Or maybe we'll just put this clip at the end of the video, and we'll let all of you guys leave comments about the drywall.
That's what they'll do. They love correcting you.
Because I actually learn a lot from you guys when you tell me things that I say wrong, or things with the house that I point out, and they're like, actually, this is the way it works. So anyway. Not drywall, plywood. One in our last house, Leslie got bit by a scorpion, or stung by a scorpion, I should say. It didn't feel good on her toes. It was in her little sandal, and she put her sandal on, and it got her.
The tree actually is going to be much closer than I imagined right here for you.
We haven't planned it yet.
Well, it has to be right here.
We'll see.
Well, then there's no we'll see. It has to be right there.
I don't know if you're centered right now.
Well, pretty much I'm centered right
But
now.
it depends on how big the tree is, but yeah.
It's going to be an olive tree, and it's going to be big.
Luckily, he is such a good friend. He's just so reliable and dependable, but George is always eating steaks.
George is like, I'd rather have a steak. I had a big New York strip.